Okay. Good morning, everyone, once again.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir. Good morning, sir.
So, as you all know, we had completed the chapter, The Silver Lining. We are reading the notes of the chapter, and as the school is going to reopen, I request you all to come to school every day so that you can understand. Though it is not compulsory, but with your parents' permission and by following all the rules which are sent in the group, you have to come. And wearing a mask is compulsory. Maintaining distance is also
And
compulsory.
sanitizer.
Okay.
Sanitizer is also very important.
Sir, your school.
Sanitizer
Yes.
is also important. Yes. And now, whatever you speak, make sure you speak in English.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is recorded,
Yes,
so
sir.
even
Okay.
okay. So every time Sahil reads first, and he always is ready, enthusiastic. But anyone else during this lecture, I will see who else is ready. Who else will
Yes,
read this?
I.
I.
Okay. Wait. So first,
I.
Sufyan, read the meanings. Then I'll use someone else after that.
Meanings first. Miniature, here tiny. Vaguely, here slightly. Trepidation, nervousness. Unkempt, dirty. Vitality, enthusiasm. Disconcerted, unsettled. सर ये क्या है सेवेंथ
Deigned.
dinged showed willingness confronted here presented itself queer strange render here provide service or help.
Okay. So just once again, I'll read so that some words which are pronounced differently, but actually it is correct only. Miniature is tiny. If you don't write that bracket here, then it is okay in exam. Vaguely is slightly. Trepidation, nervousness, unkempt, dirty. Vitality, enthusiasm, that is lot of energy. Disconcerted is unsettled. Deigned, showed willingness. Confronted, presented itself. Cure, strange. And render, that is provide service or help. Correct. Give one word in Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Muhammad, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
read this.
Okay, sir. Give one word. Number one. The narrator signaled to the girl to come towards him. Beckoned to her. Number two. A short journey that you take for pleasure. Excursion.
Excursion.
Excursion. Number three. Made a sudden quick movement. Darted. Number four. Not showing any strong feelings. Mildly.
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 Okay, then next will be read by Sanraz. Wait,
Yes,
wait, wait,
sir.
wait, 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 wait. Once I will read this. Mm, signaled to
Excuse
the
me, sir.
girl. Yes.
मीनिंग में हियर क्यों लिखा है?
Okay, see, here it is written because when you read the chapter, so in the context of the line which is given in the chapter, that meaning is given according to the line which is given in the chapter, but actual meaning can be different. Actual meaning cannot
Yes.
be the same. The line, suppose there are some words which have a different meaning because there are some words which have two different meanings. So in this context means in the lesson, this line, this word has this meaning like that. And if you put that same word in a different line, then meaning might be different. Understand?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. See, signaled to the girl to come towards him. When you just signal and you call someone, come here, come here. like that. Beckoned to her. અહીં આવતો like that we say. Yes, beckoned.
Yes.
A short journey that you take for pleasure means not on that pleasure vehicle. A short journey that you take for fun. Excursion, then darted means sudden quick movement, fast. Not showing any feelings, strong. Just normally you just say yes, okay, I will come, yes, normally, so mildly. But if you are enthusiastic to come, you say yes, I will come.
Yes.
FB, yes, Anraz.
Yes, sir. Fill in the blanks. The girl became immediately dash shook her head and stood where she was, self-conscious. He had a cheerful face and
Jet,
sparkling,
jet.
jet black eyes sparkling with dash vitality. The little girl Dash was at the moment playing in the court, courtyard. Pramodni. Suddenly, like the sound of a gun exploding, the shrill animal-like laughter of Pramodni dashed the air. Pre- precede,
Pierced,
pierced,
pierced.
pierced. Number 5. The parents look at each other with dash and dash, wonder and amazement. Number 6. Mr. Mr. Bhandari laughed like a dash girl, carefree.
Yes. So that is Sahil, Pandri.
क्या?
No.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Hmm.
You are also saying Bandri. उसको आदत हो गई.
Bhandri or Bhandari.
Pandari. See, the girl became immediately self conscious, shook her head, and stood where she was. He had a cheerful face, jet black eyes sparkling with vitality. The little girl Pramodni P capital, was at the moment playing in the courtyard. Suddenly, like the sound of a gun exploding, the shrill, animal like laughter of Pramodni pierced the air. The parents looked at each other with wonder and amazement. There are two answers: wonder, amazement. Mrs. Bhandari laughed like a carefree girl, like she did not care. Complete the following. Who will read? Who else? Those who have not yet read. Who will read?
Hello, sir. Why is he not coming? Hello.
Who will read?
Hello, sir. Why is he not coming?
I
I
read.
read.
Sahil
I.
read.
Read full
Okay.
lecture.
Read it.
Complete the following. She was in jeans and her loose jersey and pair of boots. Look, the miniature jungle queen. Dash. Look, the miniature jungle queen. Though a few sympathetic questions were still put to the parents, dash, the poor child was spared. Number 3. A young man barely 25 came in dash. A porter carrying his language. Number 4. The strange young man was reclining on the grassy ground and dash. Noni was sitting on his lap. Done.
Hmm. Done.
Done. No, sir, not done, not done. Number 5. Pramodni then ran toward her mother and danced. Then dash. Dance about her eating joy with joy. Number 6. There were schools for such people he had told them though dash. They were beyond most people's mean.
Done. Say.
Done.
Okay. I'll read CF. It's again. So, she was in jeans and in a loose jersey and pair of boots. Dash looked a miniature jungle queen. Though a few sympathetic questions were still put to the parents, Dash, the poor child was spared. A young man, barely 25, came in, a porter carrying his luggage. The strange young man was reclining on the grassy ground, and Dash, Pramodni, was sitting on his lap. P capital. Pramodni then ran to her mother and Dash danced about her with joy. What will you say? Danced. Don't say dance. What will you say?
Dance. Dance. Thanks. Dance.
Dance. Yes, correct.
Dance.
There were schools for such people, he had told them, though, dash, they were beyond most people's mean. Any doubt?
Doubt. No doubt.
No doubt. Doubt. D-O-U-B-T.
No doubt. Doubt Tata, sir. Sir,
Doubt. Doubt. English is a funny language. आता है ना उसमें
Yes.
I can walk English, I can talk English, I can speak English. So, who's gonna read the next one?
English is coming to me.
I read.
हाँ, yes. वो एक उसमें वीडियो में था, है ना?
Thank you.
No, वो कहाँ पे देखा था मैंने? I forgot. सुफियान, remind me सुफियान.
Sir, I know.
वीडियो में
सुफियान पूरा दिन रील्स देखता है ना इसलिए. Yes, he watches
Okay.
reels whole
I
day.
read.
Free
Who
Fire, Free
said-
Fire. Free
Uh-huh.
Fire.
Thanks,
Where is
Sufian ने
that? Where is that man? Azil.
सर कल मेरी आईडी मांग रहा था.
That gun is mine. That gun is yours. See, someone is there. Kill him. Azil, start playing. अभी वो खेल ही रहा होगा मुझे पता है.
No,
He has changed his ID also. He has changed his DP also. Right? Yes, Azil. Red
Sir, my
color now you
wallpaper
have.
is Arena Free Fire.
Now Azil has red color.
Best of Arena.
What does Azil do? You know, when we see him that he's online, he removes us from the friend list of the game
Yeah.
so that we don't know when he was online.
No sir, हम तो देख ही सकते हैं. अगर उसने हमें रिमूव कर दिया हो तो उसकी फ्रेंड लिस्ट में नहीं होगा, हमारी फ्रेंड लिस्ट में तो होगा ही.
देखा था
हाँ तारी आईडी મને ખબર છે ટેડી બિયર 786.
वही देखो बच्चों
What?
Taरी,
Yes, read.
who said to? Hello,
Yes, read.
come here my dear Mr. Danda. Alright.
What? Danda?
Mr. Danda said to Pramodini.
It is not Ganda. It is Danda.
I said Danda. I'm sorry, you see, your daughter You see, your daughter cannot hear anything, nor speak. That's why she didn't come to you. Mr. Bandari,
Again.
Mr. Bandari said to Mrs. Danda, room number 18, please. Please. Everything is ready. Mr. Bandari said to Mrs. David.
Yes.
Our daughter has not laughed like this for years. Mr. Bandari exclaimed to her husband. Mr. Bandari.
Again, Prince. You laugh or you read, or you read or you laugh, or you laugh or you read,
Mr.
or laugh
Bandari.
or read, read or laugh or read.
I said Mr. Bandari.
No problem. Now Azil will read it again.
He's playing फ्री फायर बेचारे का रैंकेट शुरू होगा तो माइनस हो जाएगा सर रहने दो.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Read this. Who said to?
Hello, come here, my dear. Mr. Danda said to Purandi. I am sorry. You see, our daughter cannot hear anything nor speak. That's why she didn't come to you. Mrs. Pandari said to Mr. Danda.
सर ऐसे रीड कर रहा है पहले एक कार्टून आ रहा है ऐसे ही रीड कर रहा है कार्टून में रीड कर रहे हो ऐसे ही.
Please, everything is ready. Mr. Pandari said to Mr. David. Our daughter has not laughed like this for years. Mrs. Pandari exclaimed to her husband.
Okay. So, mute the mic. Hello. Come here, my dear. Azil.
Yes, sir.
No, sorry, Azil nahi hai. Mr. Dhanda said to Pramodini.
Azil.
I am sorry. You see, our daughter cannot hear anything nor speak. That's why she did not come to you. Mrs. Bandari said to Mr. Dhanda. Room number 18, please. Everything is ready. Mr. Bandari said to Mr. David. Our daughter has not laughed like this for years. Mrs. Bandari exclaimed to her husband. How good it feels, no, when you read English?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Oh,
are feeling
yes.
proud that we know English.
Yes, correct. I am also feeling proud that you can speak
Yes.
so nicely, and you are also attentive in the lecture. All the teachers told me. No, all the teachers told me. Neelam ma'am had told me when she was there.
Okay.
Then who else told me? Charmi ma'am told me. Means you all like to be in this lecture. That
Yes.
I don't know about all others. All other lectures, I don't know how it is. How many are attentive and how many are liking.
I am
I
always
don't know.
attentive.
Yes, your voice is there in all the recordings when I see in the evening.
Sir, you
Throughout.
always see recorded.
No, sometimes I just see that in my lecture who was there and then who was not there, and then I check other lectures recording fast forward. तो साहिल का आवाज तो स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक होता है सब में.
No. कल पहले लेक्चर में नहीं था.
Sufyan is there, but sometimes he goes for breakfast and then he goes away.
मैं तो रोज आता हूँ.
Yes, and very good. Samad is also there, though in class he does mischiefs, but he is always attending online lecture. It is very, very good that his attendance online on online lecture is very good.
Sir. Sir, I also present.
Sir, I also present. Yes, all are present.
Daily.
So now Samad. Yes. हाँ तुम सब तो हो ही. In front of everyone, I have told them, I am repeating, I have told you already that five classes which I am teaching 7D, 7E, 8E, 8F, and 9C. In that, 7E is the best class because they are always giving response quickly and it is always live. It is a live class. No one is feeling sleepy. In other classes, we have to
Yes,
shout. Who is? Why are you not giving answer?
sir.
Are you all sleeping? We have to ask 10 times. But in your class, before asking, I get the answer. It is very good. I always tell in the meeting which we have in front of all the teachers.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
but in school, when you come, okay. I hope now Samad has become a mature and he will do less mischiefs, right, Samad?
Yes,
Now Samad has become a good boy. He is also participating in all the activities online, right?
yes.
सर स्कूल में
Very
सब
good.
चुप हो जाएंगे चुप.
Yes. Now see, question answers. Sufyan, read.
Yes, sir. First, how does the narrator describe the girl when he sees her for the first time? What did he find odd about her? Answer: the narrator describes the girl as an 8-year-old who was slightly built and hiding behind the seat. She was in jeans and a loose jersey and wore a pair of boots. She looked like a small jungle queen. What was odd about her was behaving timidly and trying to avoid the narrator.
Okay, 1 minute. I'll just explain. So, how does the narrator describe the girl when he sees for the first time? When the narrator Stradanda, when he saw the girl for the first time, what did he see about the girl? And what was the different? Odd means what was the thing that he found different in the girl? Ajib kya tha? So he describes the girl as 8-year-old. First of all, he talked about the age. Then he said she was slightly built. Slightly built means she was thin girl and not very strong, looking weak. And she was hiding behind Seti that you already know. Sofa ke piche. She was in jeans, and what was she wearing? The clothes narrator described that jeans and loose jersey means a type of jacket or sweater, you can say. And she was wearing a pair of boots, right? Because boots are always in the pair. We don't wear one shoe and one slipper. करता होगा, I don't know कौन.
I wear sometime at home.
Ah,
Okay. So she looked like a small jungle queen. That was her appearance. And what was odd about her? What was different thing? That
He
she was
was
behaving
deaf
timidly,
and
means
dumb.
very shy and afraid. Timid, yes, timid has two different meanings: shy and afraid. So she was behaving like she was afraid. She was staying away, and
Like
she was behaving in a shy manner, and she was avoiding the narrator. Avoiding means she was hiding behind the settee, and then she was keeping herself away. That was the thing that was odd about her because the children will not behave like this. So
because
he
she
found it
was
odd.
blind and deaf.
Again, blind. उसको अंधा करके ही छोड़ना था.
गलती हो जाती है सर गलती.
She can see that. Don't take her power of sight.
Mm.
Yes, Sufyan, read.
Second, what did the narrator suggest the girl's parent could do to save her from humiliation? Did the suggestion work well? The narrator suggested that the host and hostess at the guest house hand over pieces of paper to their guest, bearing the message that the doctor could neither speak nor hear. They were requested not to upset her by approaching her too soon and instead were asked to give her time to make their acquaintance. The idea worked very well. Occasionally, the guest asked the parents sympathetic questions, but the child was spared any embarrassment.
Okay.
Sir,
So,
Sufyan never laugh.
what?
I laugh.
Sufyan never laughs in a
Never
meeting.
laughs. Okay, yes. No,
मीटिंग में
sometimes.
कौन लाफ करता है?
Sometimes.
जैसे तू लाफ करता
रिकॉर्ड
है
हो
ऐसे
रही है
सब.
मीटिंग.
Yes, he is very conscious
कोई
about
भी
it.
कोई भी देखेगा तो मीटिंग.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Very good. Very self-conscious is just like the girl.
yes, girl.
But I
Means
am a
Girl.
girl.
not like that. I am not giving. I am not telling that it is quality of a
Yes, yes,
girl.
I am also not like.
I'm just saying that self-conscious is very careful about it. Good. See, what was I? Yes. What did the narrator suggest the girl's parents could do to save her from humiliation? Means to save her from insult. Mr. Dhanda gave the idea to Bhandaris. What was that idea and did the idea work well? Did the suggestion work well? That is the question. So the narrator suggested, क्या suggest किया that the host and the hostess. Now here, if you want to write in exam, you can write Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari at the guest house. Host और hostess की जगह उनका
शायद
नाम
तो
लिख सकते हैं.
भंडरी है.
Yes, you will write Bhandari. Then you will not get marks. So
No,
uh,
I will not
narrator
write one.
narrator suggested that host and hostess means that Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari at the guest house they should hand over pieces of paper to their guests when the guest will come. They will check in and they will make an entry. At that time only they will give that pieces of paper to the new guest every time as they entered. Bearing the message. Bearing means containing the message. उसमें जो लिखा हुआ है वो bearing the message that their daughter could neither speak nor hear. See, neither nor का use हुआ है. That is conjunction. Remember this. ये भी नहीं और वो भी नहीं. So neither this nor that like this. So neither speak nor hear. They will write that. And they were requested not to upset her by approaching her. Approaching means going and talking to someone is called approaching. So all the guests were requested don't approach very soon. Don't go there very soon. Instead, and है ना A and D लिखना please. Instead, were asked to give her time to make their acquaintance. Acquaintance means being friends. All the guests were requested that give her some time and then be friends with her. So the idea worked very well, right? Occasionally means sometimes the guests ask the parents sympathetic questions because the guests when they read the cheat they were asking the parents all the sympathetic questions like how did this happen and now how is she and all that sympathetic questions were asked but the child was spared any embarrassment means spared means child है उसको छोड़ देते थे सब अलग they were not harassing the girl or they were not trying to approach her so she was not embarrassed yeah embarrassed then humiliation these are the words which have the same meaning like insulting like that okay but make sure you write the correct spelling of
Who
embarrassment
was narrator?
danda
Done.
Oh, Dhanda. Yes.
yes क्या
Nine. Who was
what
narrator? It is Dhanda.
yes
What is the name? Oh, समझ में आ गया समझ में आ गया.
what are you saying speak clear
कुछ नहीं सर समझ में आ गया. अरे ये वही